welcome everyone. If you are struggling with social media and you want to get more followers, new followers, I've got the hottest, coolest tips for you right here today. So you're in the right place. You may remember the training I did, I don't know, maybe it was 6 months ago. I feel like it was back in the spring with the CEO of Instagram. That was a really interesting training. And have any of you in any area of life heard something, then you heard it like within 3 or 4 days from another place, and then you heard it again in another place, and all of a sudden you're hearing about this thing over and over and over again. So I've heard this thing now from 4 or 5 different sources, people that are in the know when it comes to social media, like the CEO of Instagram, and then some other experts, and everyone is saying the same thing. Everyone is saying that the algorithms have changed on all the platforms. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it feels like it's gotten harder and harder and harder to get views on posts and things. Is anybody else experiencing that? Doesn't it feel like you see ads, like your newsfeed is filled with ads? So we have to figure out some way to break through all the distraction, everything else that's out there, and grab people's attention. So there's a series of things here that I want us all to be thinking about. First of all, you want to create an identity for yourself, right? Brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself. Who are you? What are you about? Right? And for a long time, I've been about helping network and affiliate marketers create multiple streams of income. And I've been very out there about multiple streams of income. Yes, I do this and this and this and this and this. And then I was able to add into that now I'm doing a Shopify store. And now I'm shifting slightly because now I want to promote my Shopify store. But this doesn't matter if this is about any network marketing company, any product, any service you want to promote, right? And then you want to be out there with bold energy. Be you, be totally you, be genuinely you, and got to be out there. This was an interesting stat that I just heard. 1 out of 10 direct messages, and this is on Facebook or Instagram, but it would also hold true for LinkedIn. 1 out of 10 direct messages convert. That's interesting. Not just DMing, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That's if you're actually having a conversation with people in DMs. 1 out of 10 convert, but that's like a real conversation as a real human being. If you are promoting something, whether it's a network marketing company product or an affiliate product or an affiliate opportunity, this is the time to get out there and start promoting big time with Black Friday and Christmas and everything. So even if you don't have control, if you're promoting a network marketing company product or service, you don't have control over the pricing, you can still be out there promoting, grab yours now, or sign up now for my VIP early watch list, right? And then you're going to give them special early information. And maybe that is let's say it's a network marketing or affiliate marketing company and you don't have control over the pricing or what they're promoting or anything, but you do have control over giving them information. So I'm going to use Angela as an example because I know one of her products, which is chocolate, which I love this chocolate. It's very tasty. And it helps you, well, I'm going to slaughter this because it's not my thing, but it calms your nervous system and it helps you sleep. So Angela could be out there now doing a pre-promotion, get on my early VIP watch list for the holidays. And then maybe Angela's going to give them a special, because Angela cooks, right? Angela could give them a special little gift of 5 holiday recipes along with so anybody who buys, not right now today, but the early VIP watch list, if you're on the early VIP watch list and you buy the chocolate or you buy the other new product that the company has come out with, when she actually starts promoting that, you're also going to get Angela's Christmas recipes. It could be, healthy, balancing gut brain health balancing meals or whatever. So you do have control over stuff that you don't have control over. right? None of us have control over prices of products or services when it's network or affiliate marketing company, but you could still come up with some special something or other, right? You can create freebies, come up with something that works for you. Now, for those of you that have Shopify stores, obviously you have control over that, but you want to start creating hype. You don't have to sell anything right now, but you want to start creating some hype about get on my VIP special watch list, or early savings list, and then talk about if it's something that is happening, what are you going to get? Special deals, early announcements, whatever. Okay. And for all of us, and again, this does not matter what you're promoting, you want to really be able to identify your customers' pain points, because everything we're doing is about solving a pain point for someone. Everything we're doing. There's not a product or service that is sold on this planet that isn't sold because it's solving a pain point for somebody, right? So, anybody here want to be a volunteer? And we'll just talk about your product or service and who your niche is. And I first started on Facebook, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 years ago now. We were taught that post 30 times a day, every half an hour. And I had this thing called Post Planner, and I was, doing all these posts. I wasn't creating any of them. I was just going through this whole thing of posts and picking them and posting 30 times a day. It didn't do me any good, no. But everyone is saying, from the CEO of Instagram to Brock Johnson to other big social media people, everyone to a T is saying, the more you post, the better you are. That you have to be posting at least 2 to 3 times a day now, which is different, right? Because I would say 4 or 5 years ago, we were all taught, oh no, you only post once on Facebook and you let the algorithm, grow the post. And if you post a second time, you're going to take attention away from your first post. So you have to let Facebook work the algorithm and, only post once a day. Well, everybody is saying, including the CEO of Instagram, and he knows the algorithm, the more you post, and this is, I've been listening to a bunch of TikTok gurus, and they're saying the same thing. In order to, break out from the crowd, you have to be posting at least 2 to 3 times a day. Now, that sounds exhausting. It sounds hard. I agree. It's like, holy smokes, how on earth do I do that? Now, here's some good news for you. I was listening to an Instagram guru yesterday, and they were talking about a brand new Instagram account they had. And this is not somebody who is well known or anything, but has a lot of experience with Instagram. So they started a brand new Instagram account for kind of a different niche. And for 4 months, they had 300 followers, 300 followers, 300 followers, 300 followers, 300 followers, hardly grew. And then in a 2-week period, it grew from 300 followers to 5,000 followers. And she said all she did was she posted 3 times a day, every day, 7 days a week. And it was all consistent. Her thing was about, she was targeting menopausal and postmenopausal women experiencing brain fog and fatigue. And she posted 3 times a day. Now, when I heard this, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can handle that. Her formula was 3 posts a day, 2 that are 5 to 7 seconds, reels, all reels, 5 to 7 seconds. You do B-roll. You have something going on in the background, and words, text on the screen. So 2 of those a day. And as long as you got them done for Instagram, it's the same thing on TikTok. It's the same thing on Facebook. Reels are big now. I mean, they're not called reels on TikTok. They're all just videos on TikTok, but 5 to 7 second videos, 2 of those a day. And then 1 that's a talking head, that's you talking, right? Or it could be something that's longer that isn't necessarily you talking, but is an AI generated video, but it's got something else going on. And for Instagram, she was saying 1.5 to 2.5 minutes. Now, I would keep everything at 1.5 minutes or slightly less. I'm just call me the queen of lazy, right? I want to be able to use it on Facebook. Now, really interesting, I've got a brand new account on Facebook. And on that new account, because I created it from a Shopify store, on that new account, I can do all kinds of things that I can't on my normal old Gloria McDonald account. So on the new account, I can do reels up to 3 minutes. On my regular old Gloria McDonald account, my reels can only be 90 seconds. So I can't go as long on my Gloria McDonald account where I have almost 5,000 friends, but I can go longer. So I'm going to keep everything right under the 90-second mark so that I can use it on both my Facebook profiles. I can use it on TikTok. I can use it on Instagram. I can use it on Pinterest, and I can use it on LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay. And if you're using Opus Clip, there's a version that's 60 to 89 seconds. So that's perfect. You just click on that. It's going to edit it beautifully and give you everything. And, it's going to be 89 seconds or less. So the good news is the formula is 5 to 7 second videos, reels, which you can do super easily. You can just do it. If you're good on your phone, you can just do it right on Facebook. You can just do it right on Instagram, wherever you want to do it. But you can also do it using Canva super easily. So you can create those things much faster than the talking head 1.5 minute deal. Okay. But then you've got 3 pieces of content and you're going to put it on every platform that you're working on. Right now, here's this is from a different person. Here's a formula for your type of content, and it's the 4L strategy. So number 1 is laugh. So you want to do some things that are humorous, right? And go find people's memes that are within your niche. Like you can make some funny stuff around brain fog, right? And create a funny meme around brain fog if that's your thing. And you're not going to post those every day, but every once in a while you want to make people laugh, right? It depends upon what you're promoting or what you're doing. If you are trying to build a team, then you'd be out there congratulating people, loving on people. Basically, you want to do posts, videos, and everybody's saying reels are where it's at. Reels on Facebook, reels on Instagram. So we want to educate people. We want to provide value, right? So what kind of posts can you do where you're giving people information? And again, this is all reels, right? 5 to 7 seconds, something short and sweet. Or, so that's learn. And the last thing is lead. And lead is where you're going to actually lead your prospect to where you want them to go. So that's going to be a call to action video, right? So you're not going to have all your content be sell, 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 sell. Some of it's going to make people laugh. Some of it's going to make people feel the emotion of love. Some of it's going to help people learn something new or helpful. And then a call to action. Okay, so those are the 4 L's. And you want to create a movement. Now, I know for some of you, you feel like, I can't create a movement. I'm not about movements. I just want to make money. I'm not trying to be, the king or queen of Mr. or Miss Personality or whatever. I mean, it's helpful if you're a big personality. It is. I mean, if it's not natural to you and that's not what you want to do, if you want to be behind the scenes, that's okay. You can still do that if you've got something that is really helping people solve a problem. So you don't have to be out there, Mr. or Miss Big Personality, if you're just helping people solve a problem. So this is a fun thing, right? The whole sourdough bread thing for me is just a fun thing. But you can still help people solve problems within a fun thing. So sourdough happens to be all the rage right now. Taylor Swift has her sourdough blog, but for the record, I was in it way before Taylor Swift. But lots of people are interested in sourdough, so I can make it easy. I mean, I love plain, but they think the classic plain sourdough loaf. They don't think chocolate ribbon, double chocolate chip cherry sourdough bread, but I do. I think that. So you can start people thinking, oh my God, what? I could make a sourdough pie crust. But there's always a problem that we're solving, always. So you have to figure out your top three problems and then create posts around those four L's. And if you do this consistently, and this is the challenge, it's consistency over a long period of time, which the YouTube interview I listened to last week was exactly what this woman who's a scazillionaire, who's an investment banker or mergers and acquisition person. I forget what exactly she was, but one of the first things she said was consistency over a long period of time. And that's what we as human beings don't do. We don't have the patience and we're just not consistent enough. So consistency over a long period of time will still build you a tribe without you being out there bold, big personality. You can still create a following by helping people solve a problem with consistency over a long period of time. All right. So you also really want to create a vision for yourself so that you stay on course of what exactly is it that you're trying to do, what problems are you trying to solve, and then create that vision. So let people see another side of you if you want, but if you can feel a sense of passion, whether it's a fun thing, a fun passion, or whether maybe you've suffered with something and you have a supplement or something that has so helped you and you want to get the word out to the world. You don't have to be a super big personality, but if you stay consistent on message over a long period of time and you're out there doing 2 to 3 posts a day, 7 days a week. Did I say 7 days a week? Oh, yeah, I said 7 days a week. Most people don't want to do that. I'm just telling you, this is the difference between people who make it and make money and make a business out of whatever they're doing and people who don't.